Good evening to all of you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
In previous class, we were on the important days. We were discussing this particular. So, Tiger Day, Global Tiger Day, everywhere it is celebrated on 29th July. This we have to keep that in mind. Thereafter, International Cooperative Day, we had discussed that on 2nd July. And then I think I must have asked you that the very big and renowned cooperative, I think I must have asked you in the previous class, is the Amul.
Yes, sir.
So there are a lot of examples of the cooperatives which have contributed to towards the service of community, or have contributed a lot in the economic development of any community. So though any specific few of the specific activities or few of the specific products are there in the cooperatives, which as term itself explains, which work for the benefit of each and every stakeholder. So that is why cooperative, and another ministry has been created since the government has observed since so many years, for last so many years, that cooperatives and managing the cooperatives or fostering the cooperative is necessary. So Ministry of Cooperative have been given the space in the portfolios. So thereafter, Swachh Sagar campaign to celebrate International Coastal Cleanup Day, 3rd of July 2022. Basically, this piece of news can be kept in ecology and environment. So India has a rich marine history. The marine activities are first mentioned in Rig Veda, and references to the interrelationship of the ocean, sea, and rivers can be found in Indian Puranas. The diverse evidence from the Indian socio-spiritual traditions, literature, poetry, sculpture, painting, and from archaeology attest to the great marine tradition of India. Means basically the culture of fostering the trade and commerce, and the culture of intercontinental or inter-civilizational interaction has also been can be seen in the development of marine or marine history in general. Attest means certifies that. Then the Indian coastline is more than 7,500 kilometers, reflects our vast ocean resources. Most importantly, the Indian Ocean is the only ocean named after the country, that is India. Our society has been continuously benefiting from the natural wealth of the sea and the ocean. And the recent times, plastic litters, mostly from the land-based activities, tourism and fishing, reaches the coast and oceans through rivers and different waterways, posing serious threats to the marine ecosystem. Then R&D efforts will be undertaken to collect scientific data and information on marine litter in various matrices such as coastal water, sediments, biota, and beaches. So Global Coastal Cleanup Day is celebrated on the 3rd Saturday of September every year, but the initiative have been to clean up the coastal area. Initiative has been started from the 3rd of July 2022. This year, 17th September 2022, Government of India, along with other voluntary organizations and local society, will run a cleanliness campaign Swachh Sagar, Surakshit Sagar along India's entire coastline. So this piece of news I has covered in little greater detail. And it was of interest, especially it was appealing me to incorporate here. That's why I incorporated. And again, it is very much relevant also. This campaign will include a Ministry of Earth Sciences and Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, an Indian Coast Guard, National Disaster Management Authority (NDMA), along with other social organizations and educational institutions. This campaign will see massive public participation both physically and virtually, mainly to make awareness about the reducing of the marine litter, minimal use of plastic, segregation at source, waste management, and this is the area which demand a lot of focus. Segregation at source. Source means from where the plastic is being plastic waste is being produced. It may be household, it may be commercial activities. At that particular source, the segregation must be initiated. Either there are certain methods and certain initiatives must be taken with respect to segregation at source. Thereafter, it will be the first of its kind and longest running coastal cleanup campaign in the world, with the highest number of people participating in it. So this is in itself unique, that any country is initiating that much longer campaign, especially keeping in mind the marine and especially to purge the marine ecosystem. The participation of common man will convey the message of Sagar and Surakshit Sagar for the prosperity not only the coastal areas but also the other part of the country. So also these events coincide with the celebrations of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, 75th year of the country's independence. The coastal cleanup drive will be carried out at 75 beaches across the country. A 75-day long campaign will be launched from 3rd. Thereafter, a mobile app has been launched, that is EcoMitram. It has been launched to spread the awareness about the campaign and also for the common people for voluntary registration for the beach cleaning activity on 17th of September 2020. आप लोग कॉलेज जाते होंगे, क्या आप लोग मुझे बताएंगे आप लोगों के कॉलेज में कभी कोई ऐसा ड्राइव शुरू हुआ या कराया गया जो हर स्कूल या कॉलेज में हुआ करता था एक टाइम पर, अभी पता नहीं क्या है. श्रमदान का आपने कंसेप्ट समझा? श्रमदान.
यस सर.
श्रमदान कराते हैं स्कूल्स में, कॉलेज में अभी भी?
सर 2019 में तो किया था, उसके बाद कोई ऐसा इवेंट हुआ ही नहीं.
श्रमदान जब कोई भी नया बैच या जो भी और बाकी के सेकंड ईयर, थर्ड ईयर, फोर्थ ईयर के स्टूडेंट जब कॉलेज जाते हैं तो उससे पहले उन्हें पूरे कॉलेज को साफ सफाई और स्कूल को साफ सफाई करना होता है. और ये जो श्रमदान ये 2 से लेकर के 7 दिन तक चलता है. मतलब डिपेंड करता है कि कॉलेज अथॉरिटीज कितना डिसाइड कर रहे हो, कितना उनको लगता है कि साफ सफाई की जरूरत है. इसमें बेसिकली करने को तो प्रोफेशनल एजेंसीज हायर करके सारा काम कराया जा सकता है, बट समवेयर दिस इज ऑल्सो foster the spirit of sincerity, spirit of duty, spirit of solidarity also. So this हम लोगों ने तो किया है, आप लोगों ने पता नहीं किया है नहीं किया है, एक अलग बात. कितनों ने किया है आप लोगों में से, ये भी एक अलग बात. Thereafter बुक्स मंथ ऑफ जुलाई में जो बुक्स रिलीज हुई हैं और किस ऑथर ने वो बुक्स लिखी है, वो एक लिस्ट है. ये मूड्स, मूवमेंट्स एंड मेमोरीज, द फर्स्ट सिटीजन, इंटरप्रेटिंग ज्योमेट्रीज, फ्लोरिंग ऑफ राष्ट्रपति भवन. These 3 books were released by Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur. It showcased some of the rarest photos of outgoing President Ramnath Kovind and his predecessors. So these are the 3 books which has been initiated by basically the ministry. Thereafter, Dilip Kumar, In the Shadow of a Legend, written by Faisal Farooqi. Beyond the Misty Veil. Veil means, can any one of you tell me?
सर घूंघट या फिर कुछ कवरिंग.
Veil means yes, covering. हिंदी में बोलिए तो पर्दा. आराधना जौहरी released the book author is the Ratana Johri, and book was released by Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami. Thereafter, McMahon Line, A Century of Discord, J.J. Singh, a former governor of Arunachal Pradesh and former chief of the army staff, has authored this book. Thereafter, Swadinath Sangram Na Survio, Meenakshi Lekhi, Union Minister of State and External Affairs, इन्होंने ये किताब रिलीज की है. Connecting Through Culture, launched by External Minister S. Jaishankar. ये बेसिकली गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया के मिनिस्ट्रीज की तरफ का ये इनिशिएटिव है. Thereafter, Getting the Bread, the Jan Jad Way to Success, that is Parthana Batra, ये किताब इन्होंने लिखी है. Mind Master, Winning Lesson from the Champion's Life, विश्वनाथन आनंद, इन्होंने ये किताब लिखी. तो प्रोबेबली ये वाली किताब जो है पूछे जाने के ज्यादा प्रोबेबिलिटी है, और ये वाली किताब भी पूछे जाने की ज्यादा प्रोबेबिलिटी है. ये वाली किताब भी पूछे जाने की ज्यादा प्रोबेबिलिटी है.
अनुराग ठाकुर की
नहीं, ये वाली दिलीप कुमार, इन द शैडो ऑफ द लेजेंड, फैजल फारूकी, इसके पूछे जाने की ज्यादा प्रोबेबिलिटी है. मैकमोहन लाइन, ए सेंचुरी ऑफ डिस्कॉर्ड, इसके पूछे जाने की प्रोबेबिलिटी है. और उसके बाद माइंड मास्टर, विनिंग लेसन्स फ्रॉम द चैंपियंस लाइफ, विश्वनाथन आनंद, इसकी तो कुछ ज्यादा ही प्रोबेबिलिटी है. वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अभी thereafter, indices and report. IIP jumps 19.6% in May this year against 7.1% in the preceding month. Index of industrial production jumped 19.6% in May this year as against 7.1% in preceding month. This data has been released in the month of July 2022. That is why it has been covered in this particular month. According to the data released by National Statistical Office, released in July month. Today basically कोई एक दिन रहा होगा, मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. ये जो piece of news है, that is from News on Air. ये वहां से लिया गया है, तो ये हम यहाँ से हटा नहीं पाए इसे. The manufacturing sector's output grew 20.6% in May this year, while the mining output climbed 10.9% and the electricity sector surged 23.5%. This is basically the index.
परसेंट याद रखना है इसमें.
No. Need not to. Just you have to keep in mind that index of industrial production is produced by National Statistical Office. First thing. Another thing, that it has shown few of the sectors growing, and like electricity, like manufacturing sector, these few of the sectors has shown the growth. And IIP has grown by 27.6% in May last year, mainly due to low base effect. Industrial production has been hit due to COVID-19 pandemic since March 2020. That is why this index has become prominent to measure the growth of particular sector. It may be industrial, manufacturing, or it may be service sector also. Thereafter, appointment and designation. KVIC Chairman Sri Manoj Kumar assumes charges, says creating livelihood for the artisan and popularizing khadi globally will be the priority. So the now the KVIC Chairman, Khadi Vikas Industries, Khadi and Village Industries Corporation Commission, जो इस वक्त उसके जो चेयरमैन है श्री मनोज कुमार दास. ठीक है, तो ये बस आपको ध्यान रखना है. ये एक प्रोमिनेंट कमीशन है, ये जो रिकमेंड करता है हिंटरलैंड्स के ग्रोथ को, स्पेशली वहां पर स्वावलंबन मींस सेल्फ रिलायंस में ये हेल्प करता है. बहुत सारे कॉटेज और माइक्रो एंटरप्राइजेस को भी ये फोस्टर करता है. तो he is newly appointed chair, and basically you can say the tagline or the objective of creating livelihood for the artisan and popularizing khadi globally will be the priority, keeping in mind the dream of the Atmanirbhar Bharat. So few piece of news and certain lines Just that we have to keep in mind. Thereafter, app Ecomitram, I have already told you, it is an important app which is basically to spread the awareness about the campaign for the for the cleanliness of the coastal area, and anybody can volunteer registering this app and can become the part of the drive of cleaning activities. Thereafter, miscellaneous piece of news: Department of Consumer Affairs launched Jagrati, a mascot to empower consumers and generate awareness towards consumer rights. Jagrati mascot will be used to generate consumer awareness about various themes of the department, like provisions of Consumer Protection Act in 2019, hallmarking, National Consumer Helpline, toll-free number 1915, provisions of Weight and Measure Act, and decision of the Central Consumer Protection Authority, and testimonials of the consumer on grievance redressal. These app will somewhere foster, and this is the mascot. Jagrati mascot shall be shown along with the tagline Jago Grahak Jago in all its media campaign. The two are new synonymous with the young aware consumers and bring sharp focus to the consumer rights knowledge and movement, which in general is not was not the priority area. Even again, some of the priority has been given by launching this mascot. Thereafter, there is the last piece of information, that is right to repair. How many of you know about the right to repair? Meher?
No, sir, no idea.
Have you ever read about the right to repair in Angel? Sadhana?
No, sir, this is the first time, sir.
This right to repair is a campaign was initially happened in Europe, where people, Europe and America, which has now spread all across the world. Basically, the purpose of right to repair is to prolong the usability or utility of the gadgets or any of the device which we are using. And companies cannot design in that way, or even if design, then they will provide the spares to the users so that they can get that device repair rather than making that dysfunctional. So that is the right to repair. So Department of Consumer Affairs has formed a committee under the leadership of Additional Secretary Nidhi Khatri in an effort to provide overall framework for the right to repair. And somewhere this right to repair movement can be linked to the ecology and environment specific measures also. If any product, if it becomes if its life is prolonged, somewhere it will contribute to the reduction in the waste and the redundancy also. That's why the creating a frame, not only it will help in getting the getting the right, especially to keep that product live till its life, till it becomes completely dead, and it will also somewhere help in saving the hard-earned money of the consumers also. And since everybody cannot have that much of spare money, which can be used as a replacement against that particular gadget or device. Creating a framework for right to repair in India aims to empower local consumers and product buyers, harmonize commerce between original equipment makers and third-party buyers and sellers, place an emphasis on establishing sustainable use of product and reduce e-waste. So in itself, it is a very important aspect which in general was not on the priority, or neither it was on the list of investigation also by the people in general. So whichever organization has taken up this issue is somewhere going to serve the society and the mother earth. So this much only I wanted to discuss with you all today, and thereby the month July current affair is covered, and I will repeat this these current affairs after a few days. I will restart discussing all monthly magazines one by one from January 2022 to whichever month ensuing this particular month, July 2022.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है प्रियंका, मेहर, साधना?
Yes, sir.
So these all
Yes, sir.
monthly magazines, or this entire content I will be repeating again and again. So you need not to bother. Each and every piece of news and the topic is independent to the other. So even if you find you could study only these 3 or 4 topics, just keep that in mind. And that this document is available in the drive. You download that, take a printout, and start reading.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then that's all. And good day to all of you, and see you in next.
सर बुक्स के बारे में पूछना था सर.
Books
बुक्स अभी तक रिसीव नहीं हुई.
books सारी books आ गई हैं. सारी books आज आप सब लोगों के नाम वगैरह लिखे जा चुके हैं. कुछ बुक्स पहले पोस्ट हुई हैं, वो पता नहीं अभी तक पहुंची नहीं है, ऐसा पता चला है. लेकिन हम सारी बुक्स फिर से पोस्ट कर रहे हैं. हो सकता है कि एड्रेस वगैरह कुछ मिसमैच हुआ होगा, तो वापस आने वाली होंगी या तो आ जाएंगी. और हम सारी आपको बुक्स पोस्ट कर रहे हैं. हाँ
सर, मुझे अभी तक इंग्लिश की बुक नहीं मिली.
वो आप पोस्ट हो जाएगी. आप आज ऑफिस में लिस्ट वगैरह बन गई है, तो वो पोस्ट हो जाएगी. आप उसकी चिंता मत कीजिए, आपको जल्दी मिल जाएगी. हार्डली 3-4 days में आपको सारी बुक्स.
ओके सर.
Sir, I have joined SMUG education classes today only.
Can you come to the center for 1 or 2 days in a week, as and when you get the time?
Okay.
And if it is possible, then you please visit to the center so that we could where we could start some of the basic aspect of your preparation, like basics of quant, basics of some verbal ability aspect, and basics of DI and all.
Okay, sure, sir. I'll come. I'll be coming tomorrow, in fact, sir.
Please, yes, you may come. Center opens. We keep that open up to 6 o'clock, from 11 o'clock to 6 o'clock.
Okay, okay. ठीक है sir.
And daily. There is no holiday.
और सर आप इसका PDF लिंक या कुछ भेज सकते हैं मुझे, बिकॉज मेरे पास है नहीं.
ये आपको ड्राइव का लिंक अभी मिल जाएगा आपको. ठीक है ना. अभी आज तो खैर मुश्किल है, कल दोपहर तक आपको जहाँ तक है मिल जाएगा.
Okay.
क्योंकि मैं ऑफिस में बोलता हूँ, लेकिन लोग काम करते नहीं है उस तरह से.
ठीक.
तो इसलिए मैं भी आपसे कमिटमेंट नहीं है, बट कल हाँ दोपहर तक आपको लिंक मिल जाएगा.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Good day to all of you.
Thank
Good day,
you,
sir.
थैंक यू सर.
Thank you, sir.